Good morning, resellers. It's Saturday, June 29th. We just got back from the thrift stores after yard selling. We skipped yard selling last week on the 22nd. And to be honest, the yard sales didn't look the best today. And it sure is good we didn't skip them today. When we got back to the warehouse, we actually thought our haul wasn't that great. We got a great Thomas lot. Thomas a train lot. I'm going to start with that. And that made our day, we thought. But there's going to be an item later in the video that we scored for $2 that's worth about $400. I'm going to get to that here in a minute. I'm not going to make you wait till the end of the video, but after the Thomas lot probably, and one other thing. So the first development we're in, we see this Thomas lot with tracks for $100. We would have paid $100, but she's like, it's not set in stone. So Chris started going through these. He saw this is a $20 train, $15 train, or this one was maybe. But anyway, there's tons of valuable Thomas trains in here. So we offered 60 thinking she might counter with 80, but she took the 60. She had 100 on them. We feel like we can lot those tracks up and get our 60 back, and the trains are going to be pure profit. So we should do very well with that. So we thought, well, it was worth going out, because other than that, we thought we didn't have that great of a day until I get to the item, like I told you. Got a couple of antique chairs for $1 and $5. I think one of them is going for 50, Chris said. Either way, we could sell them at our flea market if need be. Got a Van Halen mirror picture, vintage. It's got a little crack up at the top, but we only paid 25 cents for it, so that was amazing. David Bowie CD and Talking Heads best of, 50 cents a piece. I'm not sure if they have much value, but either way, and they're good CDs to have around. We have Rock'em Sock'em Wrestlers. We got that for $1. These My Little Ponies, there's a couple more of them too. We got those at the Reuse shop for $1 a piece. Got this Winnie the Pooh vintage puzzle for $1. We do good with puzzles, $10, $11. Got Hello Kitty Scrabble for 50 cents. That'll sell at the flea market for $4 or $5. We got a Sharp VCR. It has a manual here somewhere also, and remote. And that was part of the big deal. That was $2 for that, $2 for this, and I think $4 for that guy. That gaming thing, forget exactly what it was. Digital game camera. That goes for about $20. The VCR and remote probably goes for about $50. But here's the thing we were shocked. We just looked it up. It's a Nikon photo scanner, or film scanner, I guess it was. These pieces, that little piece on top of it goes for $150 alone. The set's selling for $400. We got that for $2. So you're talking about 200x. So be on the lookout for this anything Nikon. Be on the lookout for cameras all the time. But this thing too, we didn't know what it was, but we saw Nikon. We're going to pay $2 for it, and it's $400. I mean, realistically, if we put it out for $300, it's going to sell fast. We might put it out for like $350, take offers down to $300. We try to go a little lower and just keep turning stuff over. Then we got a metal detector, Prospect 300. They only go for about like $25, $30 on eBay. With shipping, it would be a pain. So I'll probably sell that at the flea market for $20. Bag of cords at Goodwill for $1.50. We always need extra cords for different items. Then we got this solitaire handheld game. We do good with these mini handheld games. They sell for about $10, $12. We got it for this one was $1.99. Not sure what this is that Chris got, but that was $1.99 also. Some beer koozies he got, $2.99 at Goodwill. This one, vintage Earnhardt ones and kind of higher quality ones, so that should be the one that makes the money. Here's a couple items. I think you've heard me talk about, if you watched my previous videos, about the sloths for the linkables. This little linkable actually sells for more. You put him out for $22 on eBay, he sells. You're getting between $20 and $22 within a day or two. And the funny thing is, after we left the neighborhood yard sale in Lidditz, Pennsylvania, we went to a parking lot sale, and the only two things we got were these two linkables, and there are two different stands. One was $1, one was $2.50. But yeah, we sell those $20 all day. And if you pair them with a sloth, we can get like $35 for them. And we have 5 sloths right now. All those linkables do pretty well for us. So that's, went through the Thomas stuff. That's everything for that table. Now, we also The Thomas was a nice score. The Nikon, the $400 score. And this was an amazing one, too. And it's the good old, if you guys watch the Chase After the Right Price Chase on eBay, or YouTube, rather, his videos, we learned from him, Power of the Ask. We asked for video games. And then this whole box of tools, 25 cents each. Chris always grabs tools for us. He makes money picking good ones out. And we offered $5 for the whole box. So they took it and were like, I need more tools. And she's like, yeah, there's more in the basement. Husband invited us down to the basement, took us down there, and we were kind of proud of that moment, because Chase always, when he's asking for video games, he seems to, like, once every day yard selling, he gets invited into somebody's basement. So we finally got invited into somebody's basement for that. And then he sold us both these toolboxes for $5 total. He just said he just wanted it gone. There's a couple tools in here that are worth like 25, 30 bucks. Some Wizards made in the USA that Chris was already looking up. There's a lot of value in there. Plus, he can use some of the tools for repairing our van that currently, I think, needs some kind of repair right now. Then we got 18 hats, 50 cents each. He said they're all laid out on blankets, so we can't go wrong with 50-cent hats. Even if we sell them for $4 or $5 plus shipping, we still 10x our money, and they don't take up space and builds our collection. We got FIFA Championship 1987. That's vintage from the Mex. It looks like mixed tennis. So I don't know if that might be worth something. A vintage hat, just a hunting trucker hat. Nothing special for those, but people like those old vintage hats, these old style. Then we got an army one, camouflage. We got Sugar Daddy. We got Nike hat. Should be a $10 hat. Got Philadelphia Flyers. Got Twin Rotor Combine. That's a local one, but it is the nice style. And again, you put out $3, $4. Some people just look for the cheapest hat and just want hats. They collect them. Ford Motorist Nationals 1985. Gang Nail. And the funny thing is about some of these, we don't know some of them, but sometimes we find one that's valuable, and then it's not a $5 hat, and it's like a $30 hat. NRA, that's probably a good one. Got some Fisherman. We got Bass Company, GH Bass. Got another GH Bass. And then a couple bucket hats for the flea market. Nothing special there either. It wasn't a great score. No, not like when I got the hat for $1 that we auctioned off that went for $60 the other week, the Yankees hat. But it'll still add to our inventory for very cheap. Then another, it's like Double Day. We got two of those linkables. We saw this earlier at a yard, and we almost looked it up and we didn't. And I think he was asking $20 for it also at that one. And they go for like, these robots have been selling for like $80 new, but they're going for like $55, $60 used. It was $20. I talked her down to $17 because I wasn't sure on the comps on how often they sold. So I was like, we take $17 because we just bought 2 bottles of water for $1 each. So I figure, why not be in profit on the water we bought rather than paying for water? So I offered $17. She took it. Oh, by the way, my other offer today, since I got the one linkable for $1, the other was for $2.50. I offered her $2, and she would not negotiate 50 cents for me. So some people are sticklers. Some people take offers hands down without any questions. So then I'm not going to get these all out because the pieces came out, but a bunch of vintage Melissa and Doug puzzles. Not all vintage. Melissa and Doug and some vintage Fisher Price ones. We do good with them, $10, $11. They're all $1 piece. Probably make about around, after shipping, like $5 or $6 each on those. We got a Mizuno glove, $3. Mizuno's a popular glove. That should be at least, even though it's a smaller softball one, that should be at least a $15 glove. We got a African apparel hat for 25 cents. Hamilton Beach potato ricer for $1. Even if it doesn't go much on eBay, we'll take that to the flea market. This guy was interesting. I don't know if anybody, let me know in the comments. Obviously, I'll look him up later myself. I didn't know who he was, and I haven't looked him up yet. But it's a bank, and it hangs on a string, and it seems like it's made of like kind of like hardwood plastic. It's really well made. The character, I can't put my, I feel like he looks familiar, but I can't put my eyes on it. Maybe I'll write in the comments later who he is, or obviously anybody else can lens him. But he was $1, so I'm going to take a stab on him. I feel like that's worth some money, but we'll find out then. I should have looked it up before I started the video, but got some stuff to do. I want to get out of here. It's Saturday, of course. I want to go home and spend some time with my wife. And then we got another My Little Pony at the thrift store for $1. We got some Nerf guns for $2 or $3. They had the scopes, so we definitely wanted those. The scopes usually sell for like 10, 11 bucks online. And even if the guns aren't popular guns worth selling online with shipping, we throw them in our $5 gun bin down at Green Dragon. So we can sell the guns for $5 each, even if they're not good guns, and the scopes will make money on eBay. And we got this lightsaber thrown in for $1 instead of $2. Star Wars. Got a vintage Lace Houston Astros helmet, $1. Any of these helmets for baseball teams, you can steadily get about 15, 16 bucks, probably about 20 bucks with shipping, free shipping, and you'll make like about, if you get them anywhere between $1 and $4, you'll make around $10 or $11 off those, and they'll consistently sell. We got this Pet Perfect shark cordless pet vacuum, $5. Not sure what that goes for offhand. This guy, handheld game learning curve, I looked up. It's going between $12 and $14 consistently. We got that for 99 cents at the thrift store. Might be a couple of things we missed in the car. I don't have no idea on these NFL Zoomers. They're vintage, new in the pack, so they're 50 cents. So, of course, I'm going to get them and see what happens. And trying to think if I missed anything. I think that's about everything for today. I'm going to put the camera right back on our prized $400 item one more time to remind anybody that maybe didn't see the beginning, wasn't paying attention to the beginning. That's a $400 item for $2, and a lot of great Thomas trains. But I'll try to get a Monday shipping video up this week. It depends what time we get in here Monday and what we have to ship out, if it seems interesting. I do appreciate anybody who is watching, and if you've been watching to this point, I'd appreciate if you're enjoying the content to please like and subscribe to us so we can try to build the channel and try to get some better quality stuff up. 88% of our views, I think, come from non-subscribers. So if you are watching this far, we would really, really appreciate if you can subscribe to our channel and like and comment what you liked about the video and what you didn't like. And if anybody else has ever found one of these Nikon guys. But yeah, that's about all I have for you. And everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you on the next one.